that you're here this week. Well, it was supposed to be we. Where is Julie? Julie. Found her. I will be right back. Just one moment. Julie, come on, Julie. You got this. Come on, Julie. Julie. Julie.
Yes!
Julie.
What?
Come on, Julie. That's enough.
Like,
seriously. You don't need your video games to have that much fun. You know, there are other things that we can do besides that. Like, I know. Since it's the Crown series, we could play a game that they would have played in the medieval times.
Really, Gabby? Like what? What would be better than that?
Well, you wouldn't believe all the games that they used to play back then that we play nowadays.
Oh yeah? I want to hear this. What's better than my Nintendo Switch?
All right, well, listen. They played dice all the time. They enjoyed chess and checkers. They would bob for apples like we do in the fall. They would do gymnastics. They enjoyed curling, and they would have running races.
What? Wow, I didn't know they did all of that back then.
Oh, yeah. And Julie, there's more. They even played games like bowling. They had parcheesi and more. I love beating people at those games.
I'm very competitive too. But if I lived back then, I'll tell you what kind of things I would do around the castle to stay busy.
Okay, I'm ready. Come on.
Okay, for starters, have you ever played Jenga? You know, the game where you stack the
where
blocks?
You stack it up, okay? Yes, I love that. It's so much fun.
Well, I would make my way down to the king's treasury,
Okay.
make a huge pile of coins, and, you know, just the same way someone would jump in a huge pile of leaves in the fall, I would jump in the coins and swim in it.
Yeah, that sounds like
treasury.
so much fun, Julie. I love that.
And when I'm exhausted from all the exercise
Yes,
I'll be doing,
of course.
I'd play a game of Jenga by stacking the king's gold coins.
I love that. That's definitely creative, Jules.
Gabby, have you ever heard of King Arthur and the Round Table?
Yes, I do. I know what they're...
Well, I'd play the ultimate game of Foursquare on the King's Round Table with my kickball.
Wow, I can't wait to hear all the things that you would do if you had a day around the castle. It doesn't sound like Julie's gonna run out of any ideas anytime soon.
Nope.
I personally would go bust a move in the King's Ball. In fact, let's bust a few moves for Jesus.
Ooh, let's do it.
Coming here, you're the has fallen, when fear is coming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go now. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In every season, you keep repeating promises to me. Whoa, now there's no stopping what you have started until it is complete. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I decided I'm not giving up, but you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out, breaking out. Hey, your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. No, I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In my
You make me a prince? Let's see. Chicken a la king? No, that's king crab. I hate when they do that. Caesar salad. A two brute? Nope. Aha. To make a prince. Make me a prince. All right! Yo, yo, woo, woo, woo. That fez and vest combo is much too 3rd century. These patches, what are we trying to say? Beggar? No, let's work with me here. Ooh, I like it. Muy macho. Now, still need something. What does it say to me?
Then what better way to make your grand entrance on the streets of Agrabah than riding your very own brand new camel?
Watch out, they spit.
And silent.
Could I just take that back for a moment?
Why, you clumsy!
Did not see that coming.
I am Moana of Mothunu.
This is my canoe, and you will journey to different...
All right, get over it. We gotta move. And she's back.
I am Moana of Motunu.
It was Moana.
How's your day going?
Who else knows my location? Ring Rider.
All right, Blondie.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit. Here's the thing. I was in a situation. Gallivanting through the forest. I came across your tower, and... Oh no. Where is my satchel?
I've hidden it. Somewhere you'll never find it.
It's in that pot. Would you stop that?
Now it's hidden where you'll never find it. So, what do you want with my hair? To cut it?
What?
Sell it?
No! Listen, the only thing I want to do with your hair is to get out of it. Literally.
Wait, you don't want my hair?
Why on earth would I want your hair? Look, I was being chased. I saw a tower. I climbed it. End of story.
You're telling the truth?
Yes.
Have you ever dreamed of using a king's cape? It's actually called a mantle. To go hang gliding?
Gabby, I cannot say I have.
Oh.
But I
Okay.
do need to confess, I've definitely dreamed of using the king's long stick that he usually carries called a
it.
scepter to play baseball.
No way! That's such a fun idea!
You know, the long red carpet that's stretched across the room up to the throne?
Of course, I'm thinking if we wet that red carpet, it would make the ultimate slip and slide.
Oh man, that sounds incredibly fun, but not so peaceful.
I do know an incredible Bible story about a peacemaker.
Can we watch it?
Most definitely, that would be so much fun.
Jesus once told a story about a Jewish man and a Samaritan man. Let's see how God is at work in the parable of the Good Samaritan. Back in Jesus' time, Jewish people and Samaritans did not get along.
Hey! Ah! Huh? What? Oh.
While on a trip from Jerusalem to Jericho, the Jewish man was attacked by bandits. They took everything the man had and left him very badly hurt on the side of the road. A fellow Jewish person found the man, but did not stop to help him. A Jewish priest also left the man on the side of the road. Then, a Samaritan found the man. The Samaritan got the Jewish man a room at an inn. And he also paid for food and a doctor. Even though they were not friends, the Samaritan had saved the Jewish man.
That was crazy that a Jewish man got beat up, robbed, and was left to die on the side of the road.
Man, Gabby, I just couldn't believe that the priest and the Levite both walked away and did nothing to save the poor guy.
Yeah, but you know what? Thank goodness for the Samaritan, who was the Jews' worst enemy that came by and went out of his way to take care of the injured man.
Yeah.
Jesus said that it was this enemy who was the real neighbor to the man in need.
What an example of peacemaking, don't
Definitely.
you think?
Oh, yes. The Samaritan had mercy on the man who was considered his enemy.
If only the Jewish man would have had a zip line to get away from those who beat him.
Wait, what made you think of ziplining at a moment like this, Jules?
Well, because I was kind of dreaming about ziplining off of the King's Lookout Tower.
Oh, mercy me, Jules.
Oh, I loved learning about mercy 2 weeks ago. Did I get to play the Mercy No Mercy game again?
Oh, yes, sure. Let's do this.
those people had someone who showed mercy, but some really did not. Whew. If you were the queen, would you have mercy on me if I did a cannonball off the city wall into the moat? The river-like circle of water. It surrounded the castle. Or better yet, if I did a belly flop on the bridge into the moat.
You know, I guess as queen, I would have mercy on you, but you sure don't sound like a peacemaker.
Peace. Peace. What is that, Gabby?
So, Jules, peace means calm, getting along, or not fighting. When a country is in a time of peace, it means it's not at war with any other countries. A lake that is smooth and calm with no ripples or splashes, that water is peaceful. Sometimes your mom may ask you and your siblings to calm down and stop fighting so she can have some peace. She wants you all to get along. So, a peacemaker is someone who helps everyone to get along without fighting.
Wow! Those are such great examples, Gabby.
Yeah, you know, can I share a fairy tale with you of a peacemaker that I love?
Oh, absolutely.
The Troll Bridge. There once was a troll who lived under a bridge. You may not know much about trolls, so let me tell you a little now. Trolls are tricky, mean, rather difficult to reason with, and stinky. They like to guard bridges because many people like to cross bridges, which means that a troll can have many opportunities to make people angry who are just trying to cross their bridge. So one day our troll was guarding his bridge, and feeling particularly tricky this day, a young girl came by his bridge hoping to cross it so she might bring her brother some bread. But the troll surprised her and stopped her on her path as she was about to set foot on his bridge. "You may not cross over my bridge," said the troll. "And why ever not?" asked the girl. "To pass over my bridge, you must solve a riddle," replied the troll. "So what is your riddle?" The troll thought hard. As we said, he was feeling particularly tricky that day and did not want to let the girl pass easily. So he said, "There is a thing with many a shape. It is sometimes big and sometimes small. It is with us when we fall. It follows you in the light, but hides in the dark of night. What is it?" The girl thought hard, so hard, that she looked all about searching for her answer, and she noticed that with every move, her shadow followed, and she cried out, "A shadow!" The troll yelled out in his defeat, "You are right." The girl was filled with delight, "But you still cannot pass." "But I solved your riddle," said the girl, "and you said that I must solve a riddle to pass." "Yes, but you also must give me a treasure." The girl looked through her basket and was glad that she had collected a few treasures along her journey. "Will this do?" The troll plucked out the shiny gold button and examined it closely and said, "Yes, it will." "Not so fast," said the tricky troll as he stopped the girl in her path yet again. "What must I do now?" "To cross my bridge, you must weave me a basket like the one you have there." The girl looked at her basket and then back at the troll. "That will take me hours." The troll shrugged and looked away. "But if that is what it will take to cross this bridge, I suppose there is nothing else I can do." So the girl sat down and began to weave together some grass from near the river. The troll watched the girl with great interest and resolved to get a closer look. The troll sat by her and watched. As she wove, she asked him questions about how he came to be a troll and why he chose this bridge. The troll never had someone talk to him for such a time. Most passers-by would not bear his tricks and leave him before his second request. The girl finished her basket and handed it to the troll, and then went to finally cross over the bridge. But this time it was not the troll who stopped her, but rather her own good heart. She took some bread from her own basket and handed it to the troll, thinking that the troll might get hungry, standing on his bridge all day, thinking of riddles. The troll chewed on the bread and watched the girl cross over his bridge. From that day on, the troll was not tricky, but honest. He was not mean, but kind. He was not difficult to reason with, but rather was gracious with travellers. And although he was still stinky, he became rather unlike a troll because of the patience of one small girl.
Oh, wow. Man, that girl was an incredible example of a peacemaker. Because of her actions that were like Jesus, that troll changed. This brought peace not only to the troll, but she brought peace to everyone in the land because the troll changed how he treated everyone.
That's right, Jules. And you know what? She was a great example of a peacemaker. Do you know who the best example of a peacemaker from the Bible was?
Who? Was it Jesus?
Jesus, Jules, of course!
Great.
The Bible calls him the Prince of Peace. He is our example of how to bring peace and get along with everyone. Jesus is the Son of God.
You know, Gabby, I never really thought of it that way.
Yeah, you know, when we follow Jesus by making peace, we're showing that we are the children of God, like Jesus is.
So you're saying that I'm probably not making the best choice if I were to sneak into the king's room and fling myself in the air in the land a pile of hay after getting to do the triple flip in the air?
Yeah, probably not. Jesus was seeking to give others peace. Your idea sounds like the opposite of a peaceful ride to me. In the story I want to share with you, the king also wanted God's peace.
Wow, let's see what you've got for us.
Yeah.
There have been many kings in the Bible who did not care about keeping peace in their kingdom, and wars broke out all across the land. These kings led their people to worship statues and idols, for they had forgotten what God had done for them. But not King Asa. He did what was good and right in God's eyes. He wanted to bring peace back to Israel. King Asa couldn't just snap his fingers and suddenly everything be all lollipops and cotton candy clouds. No way! King Asa had to work hard to restore peace to the land of Israel. It was time to clean up this town, so he got to work. He removed and destroyed all of the statues and idols of false gods. Then, he repaired the church, so people could worship God. He also prayed for Israel's protection and told the people to seek God and obey his commands. God blessed King Asa, and he was able to rebuild parts of the kingdom that were destroyed in previous battles. God also blessed King Asa by helping everyone to get along. The king and his people were able to live in the peaceful land. King Asa wanted to honor God and keep the people focusing on his laws and commands. When we treat other people the way God wants us to, we love them and avoid fighting. When we work to bring peace, we will be blessed.
Wow, God sure wants all things and all people to be at peace with him, just like the king did. Although, right now, God is not at peace with everyone. A verse in the Bible, James 4:4, it actually says, "Don't you know that friendship with the world means hostility against God? Wow. Therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend of the world becomes an enemy of God."
So, to be a friend of the world means to do things like the world does instead of doing things like Jesus does? Kind of like, you know, a lot of people that follow their own ways instead of following Jesus?
Yes.
Oh.
And when we do that, we are enemies of God.
Right! God doesn't want us to do that. I know that.
Yeah.
He wants all people to be at peace with him.
That's true, Julie. And you know what? For now, we could keep the words of Romans 12:18 in mind. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. You can't make everyone happy. No. Sometimes people will just want to fight. But you know what? Don't give in.
You know what? You know what I love? When we are at peace with people who don't follow Jesus, they will start to see that there is something very different about our lives, and they may start to follow Jesus themselves. When we are the peacemakers, others will want to become peacemakers too.
That's awesome, Jules. That was really good. And you know what? We make peace with others when we choose to be kind and pure-hearted and merciful, even when the world would say that we should be enemies. And last of all, peacemakers live out good examples of godly behavior so that others will want to become peacemakers and children of God too.
Live out good examples of good behavior? So, are you saying that if I pull together a group of friends to hang out with in the king's room, having the ultimate pillow fight, making hammocks out of the mosquito net above the king's bed, and finish the night making s'mores over the king's torches that are lit around the castle, I might not be making a good example of myself?
Well, Julie, not so much.
Oh, man.
You might want to get the king's permission for that. But,
there's a
I can tell you that something peaceful and fun to do with a group of friends would be...
Oh, yay! What is it?
Let's play a game where we guess the names of groups of different people, starting with what do you think you call a group of kings?
Ooh, let's do it.
I wonder what a group of kings is called. What do you think it's called? A group of kings is called a line of kings. Let's see what the next one is. What do you think a group of comedians is called? Comedians. A group of comedians is actually called a gaggle. All right, next one is tourist. What is a group of tourists called? A group of tourists is called a flock of tourists. What is a group of doctors called? A group of doctors is called a doctrine of doctors. Very fitting. What is a group of knights called? A group of knights. A group of knights is called a banner of knights. A banner. All right, what's the next one? A group of jugglers. What do you think a group of jugglers is called? A group of jugglers is actually called a never thriving of jugglers. That's a mouthful. All right, let's see what the next one is. What is a group of mathematicians called? People that do math. What are they called? This one's very fitting. A group of mathematicians is called a number of mathematicians. All right, let's see what the next one is. What is a group of magicians called? Also a very fitting answer. There's a clue. A group of magicians is called an illusion of magicians. Here's a good one. What is a group of clowns called? A group of clowns. A group of clowns is called a pratfall of clowns. A pratfall. All right, last one. Let's make it a good one. What is a group of police officers called? What are they called? If you guessed patrol, you would be right. A group of police officers is called a patrol of policemen. Well, I had so much fun learning all those names with you guys. Now it's back to you, Julie and Gabby.
I had never learned some of those before. I love learning new things.
Me too.
I especially love learning new things about God.
Oh, yes.
And as we talk about the importance of bringing peace, I was thinking of the castle's drawbridge.
The castle's drawbridge?
Drawbridge.
Gabby, look.
Okay.
I have been staring at the drawbridge for a while, and I have always wanted to grab a hold of one of the castle drawbridge doors. And as you know, slightly they're lifting it up, go on the most epic ride. Woohoo!
You would say that, Jules, but No, I was actually thinking about when a drawbridge was brought up to keep out anything bad and to protect and to bring peace for all the people of the city.
I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
But still have a fun ride.
Yeah.
But actually, that brings us to our takeaway for the day. Stand right where you are, KE friends.
All right. I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
When I work to bring peace.
When I work to bring peace.
You know, Jules, that was pretty good.
That was really
pretty
good.
good.
I liked
but you know
it.
what? Let's try it again. And this time, let's say it together.
Okay. I'm blessed when I work to bring peace.
That was great,
That
Jules.
was amazing.
You know, there might be times in our lives when we get angry with someone and we might even want to fight with them.
You know, that is so true. Maybe someone says things to you that, can hurt you, or even they push you.
Oh, no.
Even though that kind of stuff makes us really mad, Jesus does promise that if we work to bring peace, we will so be blessed.
Yes. And you know what? I definitely want to be a person who brings peace.
Me too! That's why I would try to convince the king to allow me to bring all of the KE kids over to the castle, where we could play the ultimate game of tag throughout the whole castle. And then the best game of hide and seek in the castle's underground tunnels. Oh, epic!
Love it, Jules. I love it. We definitely would have to work at getting along and making intentional decisions that promote peace for everyone in that game.
That's so true. And as a side note, I called dibs on the hiding spot behind the knight's armor.
Seriously? Okay, Jules.
Great blessings belong to those who know they are spiritually in need. God's kingdom belongs to them. Matthew 5:3. Great blessings belong to those who know they are spiritually in need. God's kingdom belongs to them. Matthew 5:3. Great blessings belong to those who know they are spiritually in need. God's kingdom belongs to them. Matthew 5:3.
Waking up knowing there's a reason. All my dreams come alive. Life is for living. With you, I've made my decision. You live
it's time to reflect on what we've learned. Our first question for today is, how does it make you feel when someone keeps things from being peaceful around you?
Our second question is, when others are arguing, what can you do to bring peace to the situation?
And our final question is, why do you think that God wants us to work to bring peace?
Another awesome part about being friends with God is praying to Him and talking to Him daily.
Yes, I do love that. And I love that we can tell God anything that we want and ask Him any questions that we may have. Let's open our hearts to God right now and pray together. Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us when we work to bring peace.
Please help us to have an attitude that always wants to bring peace, even when we may become angry. We love you so much. Amen. I was thinking, I was born in the wrong time period.
What? You don't mean that, Jules.
Well, Gabby, I would have had endless ideas of ways to have fun in the castle during the medieval times. Can't you just picture me jumping from roof to roof like Spider-Man because of the houses being so close?
Jules, you know what? That's a great point. Of course.
The jousting, the crossbows, the fencing, it would all be so fun.
It sure would. Yeah, it really would. But I personally would love to take a drink from the fountain of youth. That would mean that my medieval days would never end.
Oh, cool. That is very
it.
true. I could drive before I turned 16 since I'd be driving a chariot. Can you imagine racing other chariots?
Phew. Following you around would be anything but peaceful.
That is very true. I guess I'd have to create one of the big banners that the knights carry on the top of their long poles as they rode around in horses to symbolize all we've learned today. I think I'd put a huge emoji on that banner.
An emoji?
Absolutely! My banner would be a really big, cool thing with a huge smiley face emoji holding up a peace sign.